Tuesday, August 18th, 2015. Coming to you from the beautiful University of South Florida campus in Tampa, it's USF Housing Live! With Housing and Residential Education here at the beautiful University of South Florida in Tampa. How's our audience doing tonight? This is the largest and loudest audience we've ever seen, and we're going to play a little game show tonight. We're going to meet some experts from all around campus, the Counseling Center, Career Services, and New Student Connections. So there's a few things we want to make sure everyone knows, and that is that move-in is in 2 days. Is everyone ready for grand opening?
Yeah!
It's going to be a good time. We have a special theme. It's called Grand Opening 2015. The future is here. There's a particular movie out there that talks about 2015. I can't quite put my name on it. Does anyone know what that might be? I don't know. Oh, Back to the Future. That's right. Oh, okay. So I don't know what could be happening, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty cool. So we want you all to know about move-in. Make sure you visit usf.edu/housing and click on the great big grand opening banner. It's got all the information you need. Also, new for this year, we have brought all digital TV. That means no more of that old-fashioned analog with static. That's all gone. And we have something called Philo HD. That is up to 72 high-definition channels on any device accessible anywhere here on campus. Philo is pretty cool. And of course, our residents want you to know you get unlimited DVR. You like that? Unlimited? Okay. All right. We have a couple parents in the audience who don't look excited that I'm saying that their student will not get, will not have study time because of all the DVRing. So I make no apologies. You're on your own. All right. So we have got quite a show in store for you tonight. We really do. But first up, I want everyone to know how they can engage with us, because this is a truly live show and we want you to ask us questions in YouTube. So first up, you've got to know how to log into YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll that video. I'll be right back with more USF Housing Live after this. If you have a YouTube account, please take this time to sign in so you can post questions in the comments section during the show. Don't have a YouTube or Google account? Think again. Every USF student has a Google account. To get started, click the Sign In button. Next, type in your USF email address. Don't type in a password, just click the Sign In button. Then, you will be prompted with the USF NetID login screen. Type in your NetID and password, then click Sign In. Congratulations, you are now signed in to YouTube with your Google account. Now that you are signed in, please click the subscribe button. You can do this on our YouTube channel page or below the player on each video page. All right, thank you everyone, thank you. So welcome back. Just want to remind everyone that you are now here with a live show coming to you from the USF campus in Tampa. And so we want you to start sending your questions to us in the comments. So that video told you what you need to do. We have a social media manager on the other end. She's keeping an eye on everything and will be sending me the questions right here live on the air. So if you have any questions about career services, now is the time to start. You might be surprised to learn that as a freshman, career services is incredibly important because it's not a sprint at the end of your educational experience. It is a marathon that begins with freshman year. So you want to be doing the right things so you can set yourself up for success in the long term. So we're going to go ahead and meet with Ashley Motley from Career Services, but first we have something special in store for you. Awesome engineering team, SAE, the Society for Automotive Engineers, builds their own race car from scratch every single year. These folks are awesome, incredibly talented, and I can't wait to give you a peek at how it works over at the USF Racing team, and then after that we'll be right back with Ashley Motley from Career Services.
My name is Alexander Kim. I'm with the Society of Automotive Engineers, also known as USF Racing, and I'm the president. We are here at the shop where all the design and manufacturing happens.
I am the Suspension Vehicle Dynamics Engineering Lead.
I'm the treasurer this year, and I'm also the lead machinist.
goal of the team is to apply what we learn from the classrooms into real-life applications. So we have a little less than a year to get a full car designed, built, and tested.
We design, manufacture, and test and compete a Formula style vehicle every year.
This past season I manufactured all the front wing and rear wing, all the aerodynamic devices on the car. But I really believe that everyone should be in charge of every single activity and understand every single role and what the impact is.
Every time I come to the shop, I learn something new.
You get out of it what you put into it. You truly do.
It's a good place to learn what you won't learn in the classroom. The classroom stuff is really good, but employers are looking for more than that. They want to see you having some hands-on experience with what you've actually learned.
You should join this team because it is a phenomenal opportunity. You learn so much, even if you're not going into engineering. It is still a fantastic opportunity.
It is the epitome of true engineering, and exactly probably the best thing that's happened to me since I came to college.
At the end of the day, we finish with a car which represents a lot of our dreams.
I'd like a student who comes in who has an unquenchable thirst for excellence. They won't settle for anything but the best.
And coming here, I thought I was going to be a big help to the team. And as soon as I came here, I was like, man, I haven't even scratched the surface.
You start every year with empty hands and a bunch of dreams, and you kind of have to make them your reality.
If a student is very interested in becoming a really good engineer and really solidifying their future, I can't express enough. This is the organization you want to be involved with. Go Bulls!
All right. Welcome back. Yeah. I love you too, but I'd like to see other people. Okay. An open relationship is key. Moving forward. So, my name is Greg Bowers with Housing and Residential Education. Getting myself in trouble here on the set with our audience. They are incredible and loud and rowdy, are they not? Yes, they are. Excellent. So we are here with Ashley Motley from Career Services. So Ashley, how are you doing this evening?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. So happy to have you back. You are a veteran of Housing Live, right?
Yeah, I enjoy the show.
And so it's been a year. We're glad to have you back here. And if it's okay, I've got some questions I'd like to throw at you.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we'll get right to it. Well, first question is, what is Career Services?
Yeah. So we're the office on campus that is everything from career planning all the way through the job search prep process and helping students really shine through the job application process. So, you can think of us as your fairy job mothers over there in the Student Services building.
You are the fairy job mother sprinkling magical career dust all over everyone.
Right, though I wish we could just wave our wand. It does require some work on the part of our students. So we like to see freshmen get started with us from their first year and start to do the assessment and the planning work, learn what the career research process looks like so that they don't have to do that sprint, as you mentioned at the end.
Yeah, I thought Career Services, the deal is, I just kind of kick back, I take some tests, I go to class, and then senior year around February, I show up at Career Services and you're ready for me, correct?
I mean, we certainly can be ready, but usually...
Oh, good. Then we're done. Thank you very much,
We can, but usually our students are in panic mode then if they're seniors, and we really want to help prevent that process from happening.
And so what do you recommend? I know we have a number of family members watching, our incoming freshmen watching, so what does Career Services mean to them starting out here at USF?
Yeah. Well, a lot of our freshmen touch us through the student employment process, and so students can get help from our office on getting on-campus or off-campus part-time jobs. So we do have our internship and part-time job fair coming up on August 25th during Week of Welcome, 11 a.m. in the Marshall Student Center Ballroom. And then freshmen are probably going to be really interested in our Career Kickoff Cookout. Say that five times fast.
I already got, career kickoff
cookout, September 10th at 11 a.m. on the MLK Plaza. Yep.
That sounds like fun, but the name is having fun with my brain.
I know, right? Use it for warm-ups for the next USF Housing Live.
Well, thank you. Is there anything that, is there a plan for freshmen when they get here? It's a track they should be in. You mentioned some opportunities, but anything in particular that you'd recommend they do like in the first week? I mean, what does that relationship look like from the beginning?
Yeah, we really want our students to first meet with their career consultant. So they all have career consultants that are assigned to them based on their major. We even have a career counselor dedicated to our students that are still deciding. Maybe they're an exploratory curriculum major. So we want that to happen and to have that kind of be a check-in the student does with that consultant maybe at least once a semester or as often as they need throughout their time on campus. And then the other important thing is that we get their employable account activated. So that's the free software that they can use to access part-time jobs, internship positions, which they can be looking forward to even as freshmen, and then eventually full-time jobs. But it's also how we communicate with our students. So once they have an active account, they'll get all of our emails about all of the different events we do. So they can activate that account by going to usf.edu/career-services, and they'll see a little quick link for employable on our homepage.
Excellent. So step one is employable.
Yep.
Get in there. Okay.
Yep.
So I hear there's some other services available for new students getting here as far as skill building, skill development, or understanding their strengths and how those can play in. Can you share a little more on that for us?
Yeah, so that's going to be our assessment piece. So if a student sits down and meets with their career consultant, they're going to see a visual map that we give them that sort of takes them through the 4 different phases of career planning. So that first phase you're talking about is that assessment, or that let me get to know thyself a little better phase. So that's where we can take them through the process of understanding their values a little more, understanding their skills, and so knowing what their strengths are and how that really applies to the career planning process.
Now, does Career Services have any involvement as far as on-campus employment? I get tons of questions like that.
Right. So Career Services acts as a consultant for students going through the process of finding on-campus employment. So we answer questions from everything from how does federal work study work? Where do I find FWS positions? Do other positions exist rather than federal work study? And the answer is yes. So we help students find those jobs. So navigating through the HR website on campus, we help students prepare their resume for on-campus jobs, figure out what a cover letter is, and then be ready for an on-campus interview. So if a student wants help with something like that, they've just got to walk into our office over in Student Services 2088, or just give us a phone call, 813-974-2171, and we'll set up an appointment with our student employment coordinator or myself. Students can also just walk in Monday through Thursday in our Career Express services without needing an appointment and get some help with the on-campus job search. So we call that Career Express, and all those hours are on our website.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So we're going to have you back. And so I think the time has come. We're going to get ready, and we're going to play our first ever game show here on USF Housing Live. Are you ready? It's going to be a good time. We're going to like it. It is called The Bulls Are Right. No relation to any other show. If anyone asks, they stole it from us. Our idea first. Deal with it. All right, so we have a few videos we want to show for you first. We had a little bit of fun because there's that certain word out there called the dirty D word, and we just couldn't help ourselves but make a fun video about it. So we're going to roll that, and we'll be right back with more USF Housing Live after this.
I know, she said dorm. We're on it, okay? Yes. Yes, mm-hmm. Got it. Yes, sir. I'll release the hounds.
Avoid using the dirty D word. We aren't saying the scene you just witnessed will happen, but we also aren't saying the scene you just witnessed won't happen. In fact, we're barely saying anything at all. While I have your attention, how about you learn about the USF Residence Hall Association?
Hey man, you wanna go to the video game store after class?
I wanna get that new video game where we save the princess.
Cool, man. What's happening?
I don't know, man. It's freaking me out.
I'm gonna check outside.
I don't see anything. Dude, you gotta check out USF Housing on Twitter. They give you updates about what's going on campus.
All right, here we go. All right, so we are back. This is our very first installment of The Bulls Are Right. So when I say The Bulls Are Right, my audience just needs to say, The Bulls Are Right. Let's try it. So it's time to play. The Bulls Are Right. I like the graphic there. That was really good. Oh, that fit in perfectly. All right. So we heard someone knew who you were. So tell us, who are you?
My name's Denisha. I'm a second year in the BBC, or the Bulls business community, and I'll be a mentor there. So, yeah.
All right, welcome. You ready for this?
As ready as I'll be.
Okay, cool. So we're going to play a game called One Away, and what that means is we've got a price up here on the board that is incorrect. You're going to have to choose the digit above or below, moving down the line to get to the right price. If you get it right, you win a couple prizes. You get it wrong, we say we're very sorry, and then you walk away in shame. No, I'm just kidding. So we hope you have a good time here. So first up, we want to take a look at the prize itself. So can we go over and take a look at what Denisha is going to be playing for here? All right, there's James. James, aren't you forgetting something? Oh, that's much better. That's very good. Very good. You look good, James. So what are we playing for? Oh, it looks like a lovely USF Bulls helmet, complete with horns and potentially a light-up capacity. Very nice. Careful. Ooh, that's pretty good, audience. All right, can you model that for us, James? Come on, make it look good. Oh, yeah, there we go. No visit to a USF football game complete without wearing that helmet. So are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So audience, I want you to help Denisha out. And so we're going to start with the first two. It's a 0 or a 2, the first digit, and the price of that hat. Going with a 0, okay. Second digit is going to be, you can just drop that there. It's going to be a 7 or a 5. Going with a 7, okay. And so we've got another one here. It's going to be a 9 or a 7. All right, and so now it's come down to the last digit. It's going to be an 8 or a 6. Wow, they're all, I like this, everyone's in unison out there. They're like, we know exactly what it is. All right, so the price you have chosen is $7.98. Is that correct? Oh, that's terrible. So actual retail price, $5.98. Very sorry. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you for playing. I'll show you right out this way here. And so I'm sorry, Denisha, I'm sorry, but everyone does get a lovely parting gift just for playing. And so we're going to go right up and play our next game. So let's go ahead. I'm going to throw this one away. We're going to get our next one. And so let's go in right there. Here's our next one. Great. This one is called Price Jumble because the price is jumbled and out of order. Very original and clear. Okay, so we have our next contestant. Where's our next contestant there? And come right on down. That is not a trademark phrase. Welcome. Let's hear it for our next contestant. All right, and what is your name?
Jordanos.
And Jordanos, what are you studying here?
International Studies.
All right, what year are you?
First year.
You ready for this?
Yes.
All right, excellent, excellent. So we're going to start by playing a little price jumble game. But first, how this works, I'm sorry. You're going to have to reorder this because the price of the prize you're going to see is not $98.13. It is something else. So let's go ahead over to our model, James, and see what we're going to be playing for. And so here we are, a lovely Bulls Country wall-hanging piece of art, not to be used as a license plate. That is illegal in the state of Florida, and not the way to meet the police. So there we go. There's the price. Anything you want to show us there, James? Do you wear it? Does it make French fries? Does it? No. No, maybe. All right. Okay, so there it is. And so that's going to be a hard one. That's tough. But we think Jordanos can take it away. So let's go ahead. And audience, help her out. Let's go ahead. I'll hold the board for you and figure out what is the actual retail price.
Just take it off.
You take them right off. They're all Velcroed on. Okay, so you are saying it's $13.98. Do you want to lock that in?
Yes.
Okay, so $13.98, is that correct? Wonderful. All right. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for playing. And we are going to show you a short video about the Robo Bowls. Very, very cool. And then we'll be back with Dr. Antony Jaronsky, the director of the Counseling Center. More USF Housing Live after this.
The RoboCup is essentially the robotic equivalent of the World Cup, and the goal of the RoboCup is to ultimately create a team of robots that's going to compete with the human winners of the 2050 World Cup football tournament.
We are competing also with some very top name schools like Harvard, MIT, Georgia Tech. We worked very hard to make the prototypes that we do have. What you see now is just the software, but behind the software is actual mechanical aluminum, small size league soccer playing robots.
This is a Lego NXT robot, and the Lego NXT is essentially this part you see over here, which is the giant brick in the center. That's the processor essentially. It's a tiny microprocessor that essentially reads the commands that we send it and tells the motors what velocities to spin at.
So you have electrical engineers who are going to work on the circuitry, designing that, soldering everything. Then you have your mechanical and civil engineers who are going to work on designing the actual robot, and then computer engineering or computer science to create the virtual aspect.
You know, I wanted to get more involved on campus. I came and I looked around and I saw what they were doing and what they were doing for the RoboCup, and it just got me so interested in.
I wasn't really interested in robots before this, but then when I joined, I've gotten, my interest has been raised a lot.
We need to come up with a very intelligent software system, be able to inspect the state of the field and be able to assign behaviors and things like that to the robots.
Skills that I've learned include programming in C++ as well as a bunch of other languages. Essentially being an engineer.
There's one person or more than one person that does different aspects of the job, so you don't have to work on everything. You don't have to know everything. You can just know one thing.
We've got a good team going on right now, like people from different parts of the world. I'm an international student. We've got other international students here from all different parts of the world.
At a school like USF, you have more opportunity than most universities out there. It's one of the biggest public research universities in the country.
And it just gives us, I can't really explain it, but it's a real joy to see your work actually in motion.
Go RoboBulls!
Here we go. right. So, welcome back to USF Housing Live. I'm Greg Bowers with Housing and Residential Education, the best place to live, best place to work, and best place to learn. We are here with Dr. Juronsky, the director of the USF Counseling Center. And so I'd like to welcome you to the program for your first time.
Yes, my first time. I'm very glad to be here.
All right, so we got some questions for you, and we
Awesome.
look forward to speaking with you.
Okay.
So let me just get it started right here.
Yeah.
So I've never been to the Counseling Center before. Can you tell me, how does counseling work?
Sure. Well, I think if you've never been, it can seem like kind of a scary idea. What does a counselor do? Who knows? And people are uncomfortable when they don't know what's going on. So let me try to demystify this. When we do counseling, mostly what we're talking about is one-on-one individual counseling. So it would be you and a counselor sitting in a room together, and we're talking about you. And the focus is on you and trying to help you understand you and make some changes that you've agreed would be helpful for you to do. That's really counseling in a nutshell. It's free, it's confidential, and it's really easy to access.
Excellent, excellent. And so can you tell me, how would I want to make an, how do I make an appointment if I want to come to the counseling
Sure,
center?
how do you get in? It's really easy. All you have to do is identify yourself as wanting to talk to somebody, and then you either call our number, 813-974-2831, and ask to speak to somebody or ask to make an appointment. Or you can come right into our office. We're open Monday through Friday. You show up before 4 o'clock, and we will either get you an appointment set up, or we'll see you that day if it's something that is urgent and can't wait.
Great, thank you. So I think there's always a misconception about why someone would need to go to the counseling center.
Sure.
And so I think people often take it to the extreme to think
Yep.
why they might need to come out and take advantage of the services offered. Could you tell me, what are some of the more common reasons students would come to visit the counseling center?
Well, really, the number 1 and 2 reasons that students come to the counseling center are for stress and anxiety, and exactly in that order. A close third would be depression. But the reality is we see students with all kinds of issues, ranging from I need some help in learning to focus or study differently or interact with people here on this really large campus, up to and including people who have mental illness. We do see people with bipolar disorder. We do see people that have eating disorders and other severe issues. So we see the gamut. So somebody doesn't have to think, oh, I can't go there, I don't have a big enough problem, or my problem's too big. Really, what we encourage people to do is come in, sit down, talk to a counselor, and we'll help you figure out what an individual plan might be that's going to work for you.
Great, thank you. And also, just want to remind our audience watching on YouTube to go ahead and send those questions to us in the comments. Anything you want to know about counseling or the counseling center specifically here, this is the opportunity to send those our way, and we'll answer you right here live on the air. So definitely send us those questions. And I'm going to jump in and answer one little housing question that came my way. Everyone's thinking about grand opening right around the corner here. So someone would like to know, what papers or things do I have to bring with me if I plan on moving in early? So there's really only 1 day remaining for early move-in. Only those students who are pre-approved to arrive early can move in early. So you would know because the professional staff member responsible for your group, organization, or office will have contacted you to let you know that you're pre-approved to move in early. Otherwise, you'll need to arrive on or after grand opening day this Thursday, August 20th. All the information about moving in early, on time, or late, everything about parking, everything you need to know about meal plan due dates, it's all there. Just go to usf.edu/housing and click on the great big move-in banner or link there. So we're back now.
Great.
It's kind of my TV voice. We're back. All right. So thinking more about the counseling center and transition. We're talking a lot about transition with our new students to campus.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that you want to share with the world, with our incoming freshmen, they should be aware of so they can have a healthy transition to the collegiate environment?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. Really, I think it's important to start with acknowledging that it is a transition. This is a new phase in their lives. Whether they've been to sleepaway camp or they've never been away from their family members or where they've lived before, this is really a transition time. And so what we encourage during orientation sessions, all summer we've been talking to students and parents about having conversations, talking about what are the expectations going forward. And that would mean having those conversations, planning when you're going to continue to be in touch with your family back home or for your student on campus. We really encourage our students to get involved and get involved early. I know we're going to hear about that a little bit more in an upcoming segment, but we really encourage students to get involved on campus. For the parents, I would suggest two things. I would suggest staying connected to your student, and one of the ways to do that might be in doing a similar activity that they're doing. So this might be an opportunity for parents to learn something new, or for parents to read the common book. This would also be an opportunity for parents to get involved where they are at home. So for them, it might be a transition to a new phase in their lives, and an opportunity to try new and different things as well.
Well, great. And I just got a question for you here.
Okay.
I think we touched on this, but just to make sure everyone's heard it, can you tell me, will any services at the Counseling Center cost me anything?
That's a great question, and I'm glad they brought it up. I think I forgot to mention it. Our services are free. They're paid for out of student health fees that people pay with their regular tuition and fees. And so in that sense, you could say we're free. So we don't charge any fees. We are confidential. We don't have session limits. We really encourage students to get in. We don't see a lot of freshmen. I think it takes a while for people to get on campus and get connected, but we're here, we're available, including for freshmen, to help them make that transition or further along in their collegiate career.
Great. I got another question for you.
Okay.
They're pouring in. A student would like to know, can I bring my family to my counseling sessions?
Well, the first thing we would do is sit down and talk to the student individually about what do they need and what are they looking for in terms of having a family member there. There are times that we might have a parent sit in on part of a session, but really this is a time for the students and to be able to focus on the students. So it would really depend. Predominantly, we're going to focus on the student.
And so let's say a student doesn't really know if they're in the situation and need this. Is there a way they can come in for consultation just to speak with someone to learn more about maybe how they can navigate a situation?
Absolutely. They could do that by phone, or they could also come in. Yes, we absolutely give consultation. And that's just our fancy name for if you're not sure if you need to see us or not, or if you need to make a formal appointment or have formal therapy, you could ask to speak to one of our counselors. We have somebody on call every hour while we're open, and we're more than happy to, again, one-on-one sit down with somebody and kind of talk through what's going on, what do you think you need, how can we be of service to you?
Great. And I got just a last question here. The Counseling Center, do you prescribe medication there?
No, we don't. We work very closely with our prescribing doctors, our psychiatrists, as well as some of the general medical doctors in the Student Healthcare Center. But we are a standalone clinic where we do individual, group psychotherapy, skills-based workshops, and we do not prescribe medication.
All right, great. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. We had a few more questions, but we are out of time for Dr. Jaronsky, so we're going to save those and we'll touch base after the show here. And then I'll be sharing those responses out on the Facebook groups with the students, so we'll join up with you there and we will answer those questions. So definitely keep the questions coming. And so thank you very much for coming on the program today.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Very much a pleasure to have you. You come back and do it again?
I will, anytime.
Awesome, awesome. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch a short video. This is a very important one. It's about maintaining your room, because it's time to move in and you want to keep your room looking and smelling nice, students. So this will help you with that. And then right after, of course, we're going to play a little more The Bulls Are Right. So coming right up.
Your residential living environment is your home away from home. In this video, we will cover some of the basics of maintaining a clean and healthy living space. Getting organized. The first thing you should do is get organized. An organized room can herald a calm atmosphere, which can help you be more productive. If you want to lift or loft your bed, speak with your RA. Please note that not all beds can be lofted. Your RA can tell you if it is possible and how to enter the work request. Take some time to write down some important emergency numbers, like the University Police, and post them somewhere visible in your room. Adding them as your contacts to your phone may be helpful as well. Keeping your room clean and healthy. Coming back to a clean room is good for your state of mind. So take the time to make your bed and clean small messes before you leave every day. Work together to maintain a clean room. As a rule of thumb, if you make a mess, clean it up. If you're consistently waking up with red eyes or a stuffy nose, you may have some indoor allergies. It is a good idea to dust your room weekly. Keep air vents clean and free of obstructions so the air is properly circulated in your room. Try to avoid leaving food out for too long. This can bring many problems, including a bad smell or bugs. Excessive moisture may lead to mold or mildew growth. As these are both unwanted, make sure you eliminate that risk. Hang wet clothes and towels so they dry quickly. Decorating your space. When decorating your room, remember to be conscious of what your roommates may or may not like. It's always a good idea to go over any decorations with your roommate beforehand. When hanging posters, use sticky tack, command strips, or blue painter's tape, not nails or duct tape. Try to get eco-friendly light bulbs as well. Not only will it be more green, but low lights in a room allow your brain to produce more melatonin, helping you relax and fall asleep. A good atmosphere. If you can, try to get an indoor plant. Not only can it be aesthetically pleasing, but it will increase the oxygen value of your space. Keep water and healthy foods around. Reaching for a banana is far better than a bag of chips. Please recycle. There are places all around campus where you can bring your recycling. Familiarize yourself with these locations. You can find information in the residential experience section of our website. If you like napping, try to take regular naps in the day. Doctors advocate for this routine. It helps you to keep healthy. Also, when you wake up, stretch. Stretching can help get the blood flowing to prepare you for the long, sunny Florida days. To learn more, please visit our website at usf.edu/housing.
Go Bulls, everyone. Welcome, welcome. And so we're going to play a little more. The Bulls are right. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get that graphic. We're going to play a little bit of... The Bulls are right. That's good. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's get our first contestant. All right, where's our next contestant? Are we ready? Come on down. Let's hear it for her. All right, welcome. What's your name?
My name's Avery.
Avery, welcome. And what year are you here?
First year.
What are you studying?
Chemistry.
All right, give her a round of applause. She has answered. Those are the standard hello, how are you freshman questions. What is your name? What are you studying? Are you new here? Me too. Let's be friends, hold hands, walk into the sunset. Okay. Oh, that's how that works. Very good TV audience. So are you ready to play a little Bulls Are Right?
Of course.
Okay, so we've got a game here for you. You can see it's called Hot or Cold. This game is incredibly difficult. I hope you are ready.
Ready.
Are you ready? Okay, all right then. And so here's how it works. We are going to show you a prize, and then we're going to have you try to guess the amount of that prize to the nearest whole dollar, okay? Now, however far away you are, I'm sorry, if you miss it, you're going to have to pay me with one of our Rocky dollars. I'll get my Rocky dollars there, okay? And so you're going to get one to start, and then I'll have some trivia questions for you to earn a couple more, okay? So you get the price right. Of course, the audience will help you. You'll win. You don't get it right, I'm very sorry, and we'll have you walk slowly away, not getting a prize, okay? So we want you to win. Well, she hasn't lost, okay? Still opportunity. And so we're going to go ahead and let's take a look at what we've got for your prize. Ooh, a lovely pennant, okay? And I could take this moment. Let everyone know all the prizes provided tonight are brought to you by the USF Bookstore. Thank you so much for their sponsorship. All provided by the USF Bookstore, so definitely check them out, and they've provided all this for us. So we've got a lovely USF pennant over there. Let's go back to James. Let's see, all right? Looks very nice. I could go on a boat or a wall, or it could be a headdress. That actually is not a bad idea. That's nice. Wipe the sweat from your brow in the most stylish way possible, okay? Good to have that. So, all right, you've gotten a good look. Do you have any questions about the prize over there? Nope. Okay, so now we're going to give you the chance to, you'll get one Rocky dollar for a guess, but we're going to ask you some trivia questions to see if you can get some more guesses, okay? So let me pull that up for you. If I know where they went. There we go. Okay, here's your first question. Who is the president of the USF system?
Judy. I don't know what else name. Jen Shaft.
Judy Genshaft.
Yep.
You got it. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Very good. Audience, you can help her out. I like how we can hear, they're like quietly, they're like, Genshaft. Are we allowed to do that? I don't care. Genshaft. Judy Genshaft, you got it? Okay, so another question for you. This is such a hard, I'm going to give you an easier question. What are the 3 USF colors? We have green, gold, and a tertiary third color that is what? Ask the audience, they can help you.
What? Purple.
Is that your final answer?
She said purple. I'm gonna go with her.
Purple is correct. Purple is correct. All right, there we go. And there we go. Okay. And so, can I get one more Rocky dollar there? I was one short. There we go. Thank you. All right. So, can you tell me, what does HUT stand for when it comes to USF? What is HUT? It's an organization here. What does HUT stand for? Feel free to ask your audience for some help.
Herd of Thunder.
Are you sure? I mean, only one person said that.
I heard her and her. I heard all of them.
Okay. All right, so you're going with Herd of Thunder?
Yep.
Herd of Thunder, is that correct? And there you go. All right, how many Rocky dollars have you got?
4.
You got 4 Rocky dollars. So, okay, now I'm going to let you know if you're hot or cold. Okay, so if you're cold, you're too low. If you're hot, you're too high. It means you're above the price, okay? And so, let's go ahead and have your first guess of what you think the whole dollar retail. I'm going to peek at my cheat sheet here. You got to tell me, how much do you think that pennant costs? What's the retail value of that pennant?
Let's go. $5.
You can help. You can all help. You're going to go with $5. Is $5 correct? $5. I'm sorry, that is too cold. $5 is too cold. You got to go higher than that. So,
Let's go 10.
okay, you're going with $10. Is $10 correct? Avery, how you doing?
I'm great.
You feeling good?
Yeah, I just got that flag, right?
Oh, you got that pennant. Let's hear it for Avery. All right, everyone. So I'd like to thank Avery for playing. And, of course, we've got something special. The Bull Case Bull Down is going to be coming a little later in the show. First up, I've got a short video for you about making friends in the Facebook group. We want to get you connected. Definitely check it out. And then we're going to be meeting with Paul Jean-Louis from New Student Connections. So definitely stick around. We got a lot more USF Housing Live coming up right after this.
Hey, my name's Stephanie. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Jill. I live in Castor.
I live in Beta.
I'm a health sciences major and I love binge watching Netflix.
You binge watch Netflix? I binge watch Netflix. What's your favorite movie?
Okay, we'll say it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Rocky! Oh! Let's be friends.
Okay.
Introduce yourself in the group. Meet other bulls and make friends. A stranger is just a friend you haven't met. Only strangers in the 2019 group are potential friends. Friendships are the responsibility of the individuals involved. Your experience may vary. Go Bulls.
3, 2.
This is a mess.
What was that?
Welcome back to USF Housing Live, and we have got Paul here from New Student Connections. How you doing, Paul?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. We have got some questions for you. Of course, we want to learn more about New Student Connections. So I guess the first question really is, what is New Student Connections?
So our office is geared toward helping first-year and transfer students transition to USF by connecting them to different campus resources and by connecting them to each other through our different programs. And we're also home to the Parents and Family Program Office, which helps parents and families stay connected to USF as well.
All right, excellent. And so let's say I'm a student who already feels connected. I'm connected to USF. I know everything there is to know. So what would I want from an office like New Student Connections, what could I be involved with through what you offer?
I definitely think you should still check out all the different Week of Welcome events, but we also have a whole variety of different student leader opportunities, from being a Camp U counselor to being a peer advising leader, also known as the PALs, and also leading our first year transition interest-based groups known as the Network.
Now, you're throwing a lot of things at me. A PAL, does it stand for anything?
Yes, peer advising leader. Those are like the mascots of the New Student Connections office. They're out there on the front lines at orientation and all our different first year geared events.
And so, so that's where I might encounter a PAL. And what do they offer for our students?
Just a lot of advice. They're here to be peer mentors for our different students. Whenever you have a different question, if you see them at orientation or if you just see them around, you can ask them anything. They'll help you, get to know campus and to get to know them, and just different ways to get involved on our office and on campus.
Awesome, awesome. Now, there is something coming up called WOW, and I'm pretty excited about it, but not everyone knows what that is. So what does WOW stand for? What is this thing that we call WOW?
So WOW is short for Week of Welcome, and that is like the grand celebration to being on campus. It's a little over a week long, and it's just full of different events. We allow students to get introduced to different campus resources and student organizations, and it's just a really good time. The kickoff is this Thursday at 5 p.m. in the MSC atrium. It's really fun. We celebrate the new year with balloons, lights, games, and then we also have a dinner with first-year students and our student leaders right after that at 7 p.m. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Free food is good. Do you like free food out there? They're overly excited for free food. We had pizza before, so it smells like pizza, but there is no pizza. Is there pizza involved with Week of Welcome, though?
Lots of pizza.
How long does Week of Welcome run?
It's a little over a week.
Over a week?
A little over a week, week and a half.
Nice, very nice. Or as I like to describe it, 10 days of free food. They like that? What's somebody telling? I just want pizza. Feed me pizza. There will be pizza after the show. Okay. Whenever you next purchase pizza, that will be after the show. That's what I should have mentioned that earlier. Sorry. Yes. All right. So I'm turning them against me. So I got a question here. Someone would like to know, what do I need to do before starting classes? What does that new student need to know before they start their class schedule next week?
I think they should definitely get to know where their classes are. So I just take a tour around campus and get oriented with campus. I think you should also just make sure you check out Week of Welcome and get to know other students and get to just, get involved with different resources and just get to know those different resources.
Great. And I got a couple questions here, and send them back to me if you're not sure here, but where would a student go for medical attention on campus?
I would definitely go to Student Health Services or the Wellness Center. Definitely. I don't think there's any other office that's prepared to help you like the Student Health Services are. And there's always a free checkup there, I believe, too, correct?
Yeah, great, and I agree with that. Student Health Services really is the place to go. If you've got a question, you have a health concern, that's the place to be, and of course they can direct you as needed to help you navigate any situation. So definitely start with Student Health Services. And we also just want to remind anyone, any student experiencing an emergency on our campus can always dial 911. Remember that 911 response will be specific for our campus if you're located on campus even with a cell phone. So 911 will be the number to call if you ever had a medical or other emergency. So another student's asked, how do I stay safe on campus? Any recommendations for what a student can do to improve their level of safety while they're here?
Yes. I know I've been advised when you're traveling late at night through campus to travel in a group. I would also have USF PD's number, speed dial, and non-emergency number handy. That's about it. I believe we still have that blue light system as well, correct?
Great, yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, and I can tell you some more about campus safety here. So safety, if you ask anyone that works at USF, that is first and foremost the most important thing that everyone does here at USF. Whatever our job, the safety and security of our students is always paramount. It's always the number one on the list. And so there are a number of features to keep you safe on campus. Of course, the most important thing before I describe the others is the educational aspect. And when it comes to living in the residence halls, the number one thing is don't hold the door open for someone that doesn't live there. Just because someone looks young, they look like they belong, they're wearing a USF shirt, you have no idea who that person is. Don't let them in. If I were to show up behind you as you walk into your home, you'd probably be like, dude, can you please wait outside? I'll see you later. Or you're a weirdo and don't do that. And so your residence hall is the same. It's your home. You don't let people in who don't belong. So I know it's a little awkward. It can be a little awkward because the door's open, you swiped your card, and I'm not saying you got to stare at the person and the door closes behind you, you know, and you're making eyes at them like, I don't know you. I don't trust you. You don't have to do that. If you do, you're a little weird too. But you know, so that's an option for you there. But there's the mobile alert system, so you can get text message alerts here, and definitely check all that out. Actually, if folks go out to our website, usf.edu/housing, click residential experience, there's a link there for safety on campus, which will tell you about everything, even hurricane preparedness, so you're aware for what to do in the event of that type of natural disaster. And so the different services are all linked through our website, so we want you to check all of that out. So we're running low on time, but let me see if I get another question for you. Jenna would like to know, how does the network work?
The network, my favorite. I'm actually a network leader. So the network is 10 interest-based groups that connect students to different activities that are based off of those interests. They're led by upperclassmen student leaders, known as the network leaders. And the kickoff for the network is this Saturday at 5 p.m. It's called Emerge. It's in the MSC ballroom. You'll get an opportunity to check out all 10 networks and meet all 10 network leaders. And then from there, you'll move on and see all the different networks and move on to a specific one that's your interest. But you can only sign up for one.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you. And so I got a few more housing questions. I'm going to get to those in just a moment. But I just want to say thank you, Paul. You've been great. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you. We're going to play another video for everyone. We've actually got Sujit, the director of the Marshall Student Center. He takes us through, shows us behind the scenes. Very, very cool. And of course, next we're going to play our last of the Bulls Are Right games, and then we're going to have the Bull Case Bull Down. So stay tuned, and we got more USF Housing Live after this.
Happy semester, Bulls, and I'm coming to you from the atrium at the Marshall Student Center. This beautiful facility that's 235,000 square feet. On the lower level is the retail quadrant. We've got a pharmacy, the brand new renovated credit union, dining services, the wellness center, which has massage chairs, and a little computer store. Behind us here is what's called the Student Life Tower, and this is your place to get involved and become the best human you could possibly be. You will also probably get to know new student connections, which is an opportunity for you to understand what it means to be a bull. Most of the lower level of the Student Center is food. So you've got dining services from this point all the way back to the southwest corner. So one of my favorite elements of the Marshall Center is that we have little pockets of lounge space sprinkled throughout the building, and you'll find one that you feel at home at.
Go Bulls!
Beef O'Brady's is run by USF Dining on campus. It's a wonderful space, completely branded by USF. One of the interesting features you'll find is the tiles, which we open up 3 times a year for student organizations to come and paint their tile and represent their organization. And this is a completely student-run organization funded by student government. Make sure you check them out online at bullsradio.org. Anybody can come and apply to be a DJ. So this is where the magic happens here. They broadcast from here, and it's a neat little facility. It's a great opportunity, again, to hone your skills. And if you want to go into live radio, why not come and get some hands-on experience with that resume before you get out there. We're coming from inside a safe team on the lower level of the Marshall Center. Many of you may have utilized the services, so this is where all the dispatch calls come in and the drivers hang out between coming out to pick you up. And there's now a new app called Tap Ride, so you can download it both your Android as well as your iPhone, and it's GPS enabled with the golf cart, so you'll know where they're at and you can call in a ride. This is the little workshop that keeps everything running. There's only 4 of them keeping 235,000 square feet running. These folks are miracle workers and actually do great things. Join me now, we're going to walk into the ballroom and let you look at it. We're averaging about 15,000 reservations annually. The setup crew comes in and builds the stage, the sound and light crew comes in and gets it lit and runs the sound amplification. It's about 10,000 square feet when we have it max capacity. With a decent sized stage, we're at about 1,000 to 1,200 people seated. And it's designed to be flexible. We can dress it all the way up for the Board of Trustees or the Board of Governors, and then turn around and the next morning be ready for something completely different. Welcome to the 4th floor of the Marshall Student Center, a space that's really been revitalized by the introduction of the SkyPad. All of the TVs get plugged in with video games. This is the chamber in the Marshall Student Center, and I really want to turn this room into a teleconferencing and communication room. We do affectionately call it Bulls Country here because a lot of the administrative and organizational things that happen at the institution happen in this space. Well, folks, we're in the student government suite here. Come up here and get involved. They do a great amount of work for a great amount of people, and they take care of you as the USF Bull Body. I'm coming to you from the 3rd floor behind the New Student Connections office. One of the hidden locations of the Marshall Center is actually something called the Serenity Room. It's a place of quiet reflection, meditation, or worship if that's what you choose. You'll also find a foot bath in there for your worship time. But again, this is your place to come and sit and be by yourself for a minute and just be quiet and kind of hear your own thoughts. So thank you for taking time out of your day to join me in the Marshall Student Center. I hope you hear the message that we want you to use the building. That's why we're here. And I love it when it's busy. We want this building to be yours, and we hope you come and join us in the Marshall Student Center. Thank you.
Welcome back to USF Housing Live. My name is Gregory Bowers with Housing and Residential Education, the best place to live, best place to work, and best place to learn. We've been getting a number of questions, and I want to remind all of you with your move-in questions, it is all on the website. So you want to know where to go 6 o'clock this Friday if you're going to move in late, just go to usf.edu/housing, click the move-in banner or link, and it'll have all the information for you. Definitely check that out. For our freshmen, also, make sure on our homepage at usf.edu/housing, you click the join the Facebook group for the class of 2019. Do I have any 2019 Facebook group members there? I'm there, I don't sleep. I've got experts from all around campus, and it's here to make USF, which is a very large school, much smaller and more manageable for you, our students. So make sure you check that out. Now, I think it is about time for us to get into our final pricing game. Is it time? Is it ready? Are we doing this? Yeah? Come on, let's do this. All right, welcome. We're going to be playing Dollars for Digits with
Jeremy.
And Jeremy, what year are you?
I'm a first-year student.
First-year student. What are you studying here?
Health sciences.
All right, so you got that down. You're ready?
Good.
Okay, what got you interested in health sciences?
I shadowed a physical therapist for about 2 weeks, and I really wanted to get into physical therapy, so I researched a major that would prepare me for the doctoral program for physical therapy.
Oh, so you're ready for doctoral program?
I'm already ready. I'm good. I can go right now.
Well, that's a pretty good planning. Right? Okay, right now? All right, test in 5 minutes. Let's do this. All right, so Dollars for Digits is our game. This one is a little bit of a challenge. Are you ready for a challenge?
I'm always ready for a challenge.
Okay, very good. So here's how this game works. You're going to have to, well, we're going to show you the prize, of course, from our lovely James over there. And then you're going to have to guess what is the digit working your way down the price, okay? Now, however far away you are from the digit, you're going to have to pay me in Rocky Dollars. If you run out of Rocky Dollars, the game is over and you lose. But if you make it to all the way to the end, getting the whole price, then you win. And of course, that's what we want to see happen. You understand?
I understand.
Okay, so to get it started, I want you to get 3 Rocky Dollars here. So here we go. Let's get you your 3. Thank you. Thank you. That's what they tell me. All right, so now we get some really tough trivia questions. Audience, you can help him out with these, okay? All right, so here we go. You can, absolutely. Oh, that's a good question. Can we? Yes, you can. Okay, so what year was USF founded?
1956! 1956?
Is that correct? Oh, okay, 1956, okay. Very nice. You got another Rocky Dollar, you're up to 4. All right, tell me, what residence hall is not named after a plant or Greek letter?
Well, Gregory, I'm going to go with Castor.
Is it Castor Hall? Oh, okay, all right. Here we go, another one. You're raking it in, okay.
I'm going to got my wallet right now.
Which residence hall, to use the dollars that are absolutely worthless and probably kind of counterfeit. Which residence hall on campus features a dining hall?
Juniper.
Is it Juniper or Poplar? Are you sure? Do you know which one?
It's underneath Juniper.
Underneath Juniper.
Yes, but...
Is that correct? That's correct. I just kind of was like, yeah, you got this, you got this. Okay, all right. How many Rocky Dollars are you up to?
6.
Okay, 6. So let's see if we can get you to 7 here. So I got another question for you. Where are the 2 24-hour help desks for the residence halls located?
JP and Holly M.
Is that correct? That is correct. Okay, all right. You're up to 7 there. We're going to go for another Rocky Dollar?
Okay.
Okay, let's give you a chance for one more. And so can you tell me, what is Rocky's full name?
Rocky D. Bull. Rocky D. Bull.
Are you sure you want to go with that answer?
I am 100% positive.
Is it Rocky D. Bull? Very nice, very nice, okay. And so here we go. And so now it's time for you to tell me, oh, we have to show you the prize. So you've done that, I'm sorry. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what we've got. So what's our prize today, James? Ooh. Where's the ah? Where's the ah? Okay. So it's a very fancy cup branded with the USF Athletics U, also featuring a green USF over USF gold beige color with a nice chrome finish and screw top. I just made all that up. Does that sound pretty good? That sound good? Okay. Excellent, excellent. Crafted by our friends at Porsche. Okay. So that cup can take a corner, I'm telling you. It's incredible. It really is. So that may have been mostly made up, but it's a very nice cup, and we want you to guess the price. So we have to guess the first digit here. So what is the first digit? Take your time. Ask the audience.
I'm going to go with 1.
Okay, so you're saying it's a 1. So is that a 1? First digit. Is it a 1? It is. Look at that. So that's a 1. Okay, what is the second digit? You've got 8 Rocky Dollars.
I'm going to go with 7.
Gonna go, is it a 7?
Because I don't like
Oh, it was a 4. All right, health sciences, Jeremy. How many Rocky Dollars do you owe me? Okay. You owe me 3, so there you go. We're just gonna, okay. All right, so that's all right. You're new here. All right, so, all right, what's that next digit?
9.
Is it a 9?
It's a 9.
Okay, all right. How many Rocky Dollars you got left? I think you're looking pretty good here.
I have 5, so.
Okay, well, let's see how you do with the last one. What is the last digit?
8.
Okay, is it 8? It is. You have 1. Let's hear it for Jeremy. Thank you very much for playing.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, thank you. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and clear this out, and it's time for the bull case bull down. Now, before we got things going here, we had a little spin of the wheel to see who our bull case bull down contestants would be to play for a gigantic prize. It is a tailgating prize to prepare you for those USF football games. So let's go ahead and get those contestants up here. Come right on down front. So our two bull case bull down finalists, okay? Let me find that here. Let me get this out of the way. Come on down here. Welcome. Let's hear it for Jordanos. Jeremy, welcome back to the show.
Oh, it's great to be back.
All right. Get him there. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, sorry. We'll move this out of the way here. Look, I'm just going to do that. Hello, goodbye. Okay. There it is. Okay. And there it's gone. Okay. So we're going to have to show you what we've got for our prize. So let's go ahead and take a look over there. James, show them what we've got in the tailgating bag. Ooh. Okay, we got a light up Rocky helmet, a Go Bulls towel. You can swing it in the air, okay? You can dry part of yourself with it. The Go Bulls foam finger, very nice. And remember, for our audience at home, this is the bull sign. This is incorrect. This is the bull sign. Where are we, James? Let's see. Ooh, a little koozie. The Go Bulls koozie. What else we got in there? Okay. USF football. Okay. What else we got? Ooh, another cup. Specially branded USF Bulls cup. Go Bulls. All right. And these are some stickers, I think facial stickers, and that is to impersonate a USF football player. Very helpful. Gets you very close to the action. All right, we got a lanyard. We got our Bulls shades. I'm a fan of those. I'm taking those home. Okay. And our green and gold beads. Very nice. Anything else in there, James? All right, so that is it. So how does this work exactly? So who had, what we did before the show is we had to spin a wheel to get closest to $1 without going over. Who was it that had the higher number there? Who had the higher number? Jordanos? You had 70 cents, I believe, right? And so here's how the bull case bull down works. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Jeremy, and you're going to tell me to the nearest whole dollar what you think all of those items are worth, their actual retail value, and then after you've told me what you think it's worth, Jordanos is going to have the second guess. Whoever is closest without going over will take it all home and be our big winner tonight. Also, just a reminder, thank you so much to the USF Bookstore for sponsoring The Bulls Are Right tonight. They did provide everything, and we're appreciative. So look them up, USF Bookstore, for all your USF Bulls needs. All right, so Jeremy, you care to venture a wager on how much you think it's all worth? Help him out.
Can I get a 50? Can I get a 38? Can I get a 38? Can I get a 47?
Okay, give it. You just tell me what you think it's worth. What's it all worth?
47.
So you're going with $47. Okay, so Jordanos, you now get the honors of going second. So second is good. So he said $47.
I did.
So Jeremy said 47, and so. He's already gone, so now it's time for Jordanos. What are we going to do? So 47's the current wage out there. What do you think?
49.
Oh, you're going to do that. Okay. Going to say 49. Actual retail price for the bull case bull down, $95.76. Okay. And you are a big winner. Everyone, let's hear it for our contestants on The Bulls Are Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. And everyone, I'd like to remind you that all of us in Housing and Residential Education are here to support you and want you to know to join us in the Facebook groups. We'll continue to answer your questions after the show and throughout your year here at USF. I am Gregory Bowers with Housing and Residential Education. This is the best place to live, the best place to work, and the best place to learn. Can I get a little Go Bulls from our contestants?
Go Bulls!
All right. Thank you very much for joining us here on USF Housing Live, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Not on my watch. How's that?
Chill.
Where are you headed?
Work.
And what are you going to do at work?
Work.
At least we're at first class.
I'm a Bull Hall princess.
I'm a scary man.
Make a scary face.
That is my scary face.
Hand bites on this hand alone.
James, is that cold beefaroni?
On my ankle, and like a few more on the other.
Are you being mean to James again?